all have food weaknesses. For some, it's pizza, Chinese takeout, and for others, it's Mexican food. And here to break down some healthier and easier switches to your favorite taco recipes is health and fitness expert blogger Anna Olligood. So you've got a lot of stuff here. So what dishes do we have today? We got to go through a lot of these actually, and they smell wonderful, by the way.
Thank you. I brought 4 different dishes. The first is a vegetarian tostada. The second is a baked chili rellenos. And then the other 2 are different items that you can incorporate in your Mexican dishes, or Hispanic in general, excuse me. So the first item you'll see over here in this bowl is quinoa taco meat. And the item in front of it is a tortilla made with cauliflower.
Okay, because I also know that especially low carb dishes, you know, you want to have the tacos and that crunchiness. So cauliflower, there's a lot of recipes that go along with that.
That's right. So I talked last month about making cauliflower, using cauliflower to make a pizza crust. And this time what I decided to do was make one with a tortilla, or make a tortilla out of cauliflower. So it actually turned out really nicely. I would just recommend laying it on a plate and then topping what you'd like to place in your taco on top, because when you fold it, it tends to break. So.
All right, we'll have to find out how you got to that later on.
Will do.
All right, and then we have the chili rellenos, right?
Yes, so this dish as well as the vegetarian tostada are both typically fried. So as you mentioned, this item is baked. What I do is take a poblano pepper, make a tea-like cut in it so that you can devein it and take out all the seeds.
Sure.
And from there, I blister them in the oven just to get them nicely roasted, and then peel off whatever you can while keeping the pepper intact, and then stuff it with about 1/3 of a cup of Monterey Jack cheese. Place it in the oven for a few minutes, about 10 minutes while the cheese melts. Take it out, and then you can make sure that actually before you put it in the oven, what you'll want to do is coat it, you want to dredge it in some egg whites. So the egg whites actually work just as well as the full egg. So I just get the egg whites in the carton, that's super easy. And then you'll also want to cover it with the cornmeal here. And cornmeal,
I see that.
I actually like cornmeal better than breadcrumbs because it's a lot lower in sodium. So that's one thing that we all want to watch out for.
No, definitely. That is a big concern. Sodium, you've got to watch out for that. And I find these interesting. What exactly are in these, the vegetarian dishes right here?
So as I mentioned, this dish is typically fried. Typically a tostada is a fried tortilla, and it sits on a plate, and then you top it with all the different items that you like to eat. So in this one, I've been making this dish for a long time actually, but it's not until recently that I decided to make it healthier. So I decided to make them in a muffin tin because then they stand up nicely on by themselves, and they make a nice little looking meal item. And then here what I do is I mash black beans. They're a lot healthier than refried beans, so that's the way I go. They mash really nicely too. It's not super hard. And then I fill the tortilla. What I do first is I obviously put it in the microwave between some wet paper towels to soften. Because when you fold it, see how I've done different folds? It won't break if it's nice and damp. So then you stick it in the muffin tin, put some mashed black beans in it, and then cover it with some cheese, pop them in the oven, and then you're ready to go. You can top with a bunch of different things here.
Yeah, I see that. A whole bunch of different things, condiments and things like that. Well, we want to thank you so much for stopping by and also making all of our morning crew extremely hungry. So, all right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for coming in so early in the morning for us. And speaking of food, today is Chocolate Chip Day. Yeah, not the healthy choice, right? But find out how the world is celebrating the beloved chocolate treat. That's up next. And it is 7:42. You're watching Good Morning Augusta, your only choice for local weekend morning news right here in the CSRA. Stick around.